is it in this one small life that makes it all worthwhile? It's the small things, the big things, the humor, the profundity that I notice. Go root around, dig around, mess around, figure it out. It's poking around.
Hello.
I just got really
You just
excited.
got really hyper right at the top.
I did.
Welcome to Poking Around.
Welcome to Poking Around.
We're both 30 now, so we're out of that
First time
wild
we're recording both 30.
in our 30s.
Aww.
You can tell because Hannah slicked back her hair with a special hair slicking back kit that she bought online.
I ordered a kit online for slicking back hair.
I really like it.
Okay, I think it does because my hair
looks-
is really dirty. I was like, here's my chance to use the kit.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing to do when your hair is dirty, but you still don't want to look like a... Normally with my hair...
No, well, that's why I'm wearing this hat.
Yeah.
You did not want to see what was happening under the hat today. But I don't think I want to experiment with the slick back, but I think when you have bangs, it makes it really tricky.
But you know what? Like,
Do you slick the bangs too, or do you leave them?
you can look on TikTok, but basically I would think you might be able to slick the bangs because I put like a wax stick on my head.
You got
and
a wax stick?
I got a wax
love
stick and
watching
I put a
girls do
bunch
that
of
online.
oil in my hands, like hair oil.
Yeah.
And I made the top of my head really, my hair was already oily
Of course.
due to not showering. But I showered my body today, just so everyone knows. But I put a bunch of oil in my hair and then I because it's most of it's staying back, but like a lot of these pieces typically would be falling out.
Of course.
I pulled these pieces out. Otherwise I felt I look a bit
Baby.
balding.
Balding. So here's a lesson I wanted to share that I learned the very day after I turned 30 is the power of wearing a pair of heels with a pair of jeans. I'm wearing these jeans right now that I got at a gig on Friday, 2 days after my birthday.
Yeah.
And I wore
Maybe
them.
kick your leg up.
Maybe I'll just stand.
Yeah. Zoe will stand. She's away from the microphone, but she's basically doing a fashion show. All right. I think that
Did
will
you
look
guys like
really good in the video. That's going to be perfect.
I think it read just right. But basically, so I'm wearing these. I'm wearing these little numbers because, of course, what else could I wear? But on Friday at my gig, I had this pair of like open-toed little kitten heels, black heels. And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm addicted to how I look in my jeans and my heels. I was like, I look so
like a
grown
woman
up. I looked amazing. But then I did my whole day in my jeans and my heels. And then at the end of the day, I was like, I'm basically going to lose my feet now.
I know.
And also my feet have been like open-toed heels on the streets of New York. I get why they were doing it in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing. It makes your outfit look so good.
It
but
ups your
I was
outfit
also like,
so much.
my feet are filthy. I need to take a shower just for my feet before I
Yeah.
put them in my bed. Like,
yeah.
they're basically covered in like poo.
They're covered in pee-pee and poo-poo.
Because, like, you know about the streets of New York. Like, they are not clean.
Well, like, as a little girl, I knew that it was goated to wear heels with jeans because I would see adults doing it and be like,
You're like,
basically, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's so
It extends
New York
the leg.
City. It extends the leg.
I was like, I put on these these jeans this morning with these shoes. And I was like, they look good. They look fine. Like, I'm happy with how I look. And then I tried on my heels again with them. And I was like, I look like a princess with the longest legs in the world.
I look like a long-legged princess, okay?
On my jean
But
day.
It's also so New York City to have wearing your sneakers with your heels in your bag.
Yes.
And you are walking to where you have to go. And then when you arrive, you take off your sneakers, you put on your heels, but then you've got this big problem where you have to put your
Now you have your sneakers in your
bag.
bag.
Those are way bigger and basically yuckier in every way.
Yes.
And then the bottoms of your shoes are getting all
No.
over the stuff in your
You
bag.
have to put bottoms together like this in the
I know,
bag.
but how easy for them to
It has
come
to be
on together.
sandwiched together.
I wonder if there's shoes, bag shoes. I mean,
I'm sure there's shoe bags.
Right.
Shoe bags. I'm sure the girls have figured out a shoe bag.
We should look online because maybe we both
I
want to
could invest. So on the podcast, we joke around about poems.
And we poem around about jokes.
And we talk about being women in our 30s in New York City. It's a little bit like Sex in the City in that way.
It's basically exactly like Sex in the City. We talk about all of our sexual escapades. Just
we should
kidding.
do that more.
Maybe like,
Anonymously.
No.
Well, it would really just be me.
maybe. Right. I'm a
It's
boyfriend.
like you can't do it anonymously.
But maybe we could do that on our like paid subscription.
Oh, yeah. Then
People would pay.
listeners write in, what do you want to hear on the paid subscription? We have a few ideas. Okay. One idea is that we interview different coworkers of ours from the Fountain. I think that's a great idea, and I think we should do it.
Yeah. She means like, just in case people are confused, Bethesda Fountain in Central Park where we write our poems.
Yeah, so like the people who take photos there, our friend Manny who has a really big snake that you can hold for $20, our friend Jess who sings opera. Like I think it's just,
we have a whole community.
It's basically the island of misfit toys, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone there is really interesting and has like very, as you can imagine, fascinating ways of like how they ended up like as a street artist. So that's one idea. Another idea is obviously talking about my personal sexual escapades as just pitched, which I'll think on how much I want to share.
That stuff might be private.
It
so
might
we
be
can't
private,
promise
but basically
anything.
basically if you paid enough money,
Nothing's private.
we're like, let's reinvent OnlyFans, but just talking. Story-based. That actually is, for a little while, I got really into listening to sexy stories, like sexy podcasts.
Well, I've talked on this podcast before about Litrotica.
Litrotica, of course. Right. Yes. Well, I liked to listen.
You know who did a listening one?
Who?
Well, Bravo stans will know Rob Roush, the winner of the most recent Traitors season, who's like...
He did a sexy story?
He did a sexy, porny story that you can listen to.
I love it.
I know. I would pay for
I was
his.
basically like, you can sit on the train and like listen to this and no one even knows. I was like...
It's like reading a sexy book on your... I don't have a Kindle, but like basically like you could be anonymous on your Kindle. You're like, I'm reading smut right now.
Yeah. You don't even know. Okay, so this is a 3-part podcast, and on it we talk about a poem by another poet who we love and admire.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like close read it or just do a vibe read if it's not something that needs to be like super closely dived into.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it inspires some stories from us, not sexy, regular, because you're not paying for this, basically. This is our free content. And then we share a funny idea. And then we both write a poem on the spot, which is what we're both known for. We're both professional poets and amateur comedians. As we just mentioned, we write poems for people in Central Park and also at a bunch of other places, including storefronts, which is why I have this pair of jeans that I'm wearing right now. And another pair of jeans that I got the day before that I also
that
wore
are very
with heels.
cool. The eyelet jeans.
That I wore in Benjamin's music video. Yeah.
We're going to be in a music video. It'll be out by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah, our friend Benjamin Hightower, let's just plug him.
Okay.
He's releasing a song called Manhattan Perfect. It's so
awesome.
catchy.
It honestly
I know. I was like,
it's really good. Oh, it's stuck in my head.
And we're in his music video, which we'll see when that comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And the music video was in the same venue that I had my fabulous birthday party at.
Basically, you inspired it.
Basically, I inspired it. Yeah.
So important to have community.
It's so important to have community.
Okay. Should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay. So poem time. I have
both the poem today.
I have the poem today.
Yes.
And I want to plug. This is our poet friend up to camera. I'm like, can you see? our poet friend Elise Powers, whose work we have done on the podcast before, she just recently released her debut poetry collection, The Size of Your Joy, which is so beautiful. And we are mentioned in the acknowledgments.
Say it.
Should I read
Just
the
read the acknowledgments.
Yeah. In the acknowledgments, Elise said, to Hannah Mansour and Zoe Branch at Poking Around Podcast, that's this, for featuring The Things We Leave Behind, which is the poem of hers that we had featured on a long ago episode, like years ago at this point, probably. So I was busking earlier, and it was flop, horrible time.
www.flop.com.
But it actually was amazing because I was basically just sitting in the park for 3 hours reading this book.
Right. And that's why it's important to have a book if you're busking alone, because it can be so nice to read out there.
And immediately, okay, this book is so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. And one of the reasons I'm really excited about it is because it feels incredibly in conversation with my novel. Like, Elise and I are like tapped into the same something. Like, there's so many tiny little synchronicities of things that I was like, it's actually wild that like we created our things completely separately. But reading this, I was kind of like, oh my God, like if my novel had a poet companion, it would be this book. So
sweet.
Yeah, that was really cool. And Elise, when she sent this to me, she made some suggestions of different poems I might like. And so I was trying to pick one that I extra loved. And there was honestly like too many to pick. But I'm going to pick this one just for the sake of like, I think it will be a fun conversation.
Okay.
And it reminded me of our friend Jenny.
Oh, I wish our friend Jenny was here right now.
I know. She would have a lot to say about this poem. Okay. This poem is called I Paid an Etsy Witch $14.86 for Better Luck. In other words, the only thing I know for certain is that I don't know shit. I was tired of the way things were going. Bad luck and blackberry thorns snagging my wrists on every sidewalk. So I purchased a prayer via PayPal, paid a stranger in a velvet profile picture to arrange my stars for the cost of lunch. I was willing to be whimsical, if a bit foolish, if it meant I could keep hope in my palm. And anyway, who is it that decides what's real? Every atom in me was once inside a star, and it's only because the earth leans a little that bare branches give way to blossoms. Tell me that isn't magic. I wanted to believe in anything that kept me believing. Tell me hope isn't the oldest spell we know.
Oh, I love that last line.
Yeah.
Tell me hope isn't the oldest spell we know.
Seriously.
Okay. Immediately, obviously, the title
is amazing.
And I get why it reminds you of our friend Jenny.
I think our friend Jenny did pay an Etsy witch.
She did. I think she only did like $5 though.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're like, maybe you should pay $14.86. It might work better.
$14.86 might work better. This is reminding me of I was going through like our reels on Poking Around Pod, and there was one where we were talking about basically what this poem is talking about. Like, you can't tell me that that isn't magic.
Yeah.
Like, the more you learn about the world, the more it feels like magic is real. Like, depending on how you define it, like, you know, it's like, this is crazy,
it's like, basically. So you want to talk about magic? Like, let's talk about physics.
No, exactly.
Like, that's basically the same thing.
And that's
like,
what we were talking about in our reel. And some strange, there's one
someone
comment.
said reopen the schools.
There's one singular comment, and it's some stranger saying reopen the schools.
I was like, you're not getting us. Like, I'm telling you, like, I went to school and I found magic there.
Why don't you expand your brain?
Yeah.
Stranger.
People on TikTok like to say mean
they're
stuff
mean
to us. I know.
All of our videos have, multiple of our videos have one single comment, and it'll be something like, just anybody thinks they can have a podcast these days.
It's like, you haven't even engaged with our idea about the poems and the jokes. You don't even know. Like, this is our free content. Like, why don't you engage?
I did have to delete a comment. I typed out, "You're mean," with an exclamation point. I just said, no.
No, you
don't
can't engage. If you're typing "you're mean!" exclamation point, it's better
over for you.
It's better to not. You go ahead, you put your phone down, you take a little walk, and you go get yourself a little treat.
You're mean. You are mean.
That'll show him. That'll show him.
I was like, you are.
You are. Here's the thing, guys. Don't be mean on the internet.
No.
And if someone is mean to you on the internet, you can always just pay an Etsy witch to curse them forever.
I love
You're like, this is a business expense.
the way this poem makes this is
I'm going to curse all my haters.
Half of your business credit card is payment to Etsy witches. You're like, it's a business expense. I'm manifesting.
If the IRS wants to question me on that, I'm going to call it
take
misogyny.
It up with God. Yeah.
They can take it up with a Title IX complaint about how I, as a woman, run my business. Take it up with God. And then I'm going to curse them too with the Etsy witch of my choice. How do you think you pick the right Etsy witch?
I don't know. I wonder, I've never engaged in this before, but I wonder what the Etsy witches are doing and saying on their storefronts to give you some sort of semblance of feeling that it's not a scam.
Yeah.
That it's like, I really am going to do something.
I bet it's word of damn mouth. If your friend paid an Etsy witch and it worked.
Right in.
Here's the thing, though. Right in. Actually, yeah, please recommend your favorite Etsy witches. But here's the thing, and this is what this poem is about, too. It doesn't matter if it works or not.
It's not about if it works.
This is called the beauty of the placebo effect.
Yes.
If you believe... Someone said this recently. They were like, we have it all wrong when we say something like, I'll believe it when I see it. They were like, you have to, if you believe it, that's when you see it.
Wait, that's a quote from the Santa Claus. Believing isn't seeing. So it's seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
Okay,
that's
great.
A quote from the movie The Santa Claus.
Okay. This girl on TikTok ripped it off. But listen, we're all connected into the same pool of a collective unconscious. So ideas belong to everyone. Unless
not
it's
whoever
AI.
wrote the Santa Claus.
Unless AI is stealing artists' work. Right. We don't include AI in the collective unconscious. But yeah, so the
point of the poem is not that I really think this Etsy witch is gonna work. It's that I tossed my wish into the world in the form of a $14.87 PayPal payment. Did I get the number right?
86.
Ah, crap. And that's just like casting my hope and my trust into the world. It doesn't matter if some girl on the other side of the screen does or doesn't do something.
It's basically like a wishing well, but more expensive.
Yeah.
Like if you tossed $14.86 into a fountain.
Into a woman-owned business, the Etsy witch store. Because, I'd rather support her than a fountain.
Yeah, the fountain doesn't even have to eat.
The fountain doesn't even have to eat.
You're basically buying another woman lunch.
Right. And that goodwill can bring goodness
it's
back
basically good
into
karma.
Yourself. It's basically like a ricochet effect.
Yeah. It's important to buy lunch for other women.
Buy women lunch. Women eat too.
Period. Oh my gosh. She even says in here, she says, I paid a stranger in a velvet profile picture, which I love the profile picture in velvet. I'm like, I know exactly.
Yeah, I see it in my mind's
she's
damn
doing.
eye.
Yeah. A velvet profile picture to rearrange my stars for the cost of lunch.
Yeah, I love that.
We've got lunch right in there.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not buying myself lunch anymore, but I'm buying it for you.
Right.
And whatever you do with that, even if you don't rearrange my stars, even if you just legit eat lunch, but it's not enough for lunch after Etsy takes its fees.
And it's not enough for lunch depending on
Even
where you
before.
go. I mean, it's barely enough for lunch at a fast food place these days.
Yeah. Crap.
Just
saying, inflation. The Etsy witches are going to have to charge more. Well, when Jenny paid an Etsy witch $5, first of all, she sent her something in the mail. Like she got like a slip or something that said that she was supposed to burn or something.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought it was nice, and I
some
also
energy
was like,
went towards this.
I also was like, so she should charge more than $5.
Right.
Like,
She's sending
it's
stuff in the
basically
mail.
not worth her time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about her. But maybe she was, like, just starting
The
out.
witch?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the woman-owned business. We undervalue ourselves.
I was worried about her.
$5.
Zoe's been up worrying.
I've been up and worrying about that Etsy witch who's only charging $5. Well, by the time Etsy takes its fee,
It's
she's only
nothing.
seeing $3. And what? She had to go to the post office and
Gosh,
everything.
Etsy's taking such a fee.
Etsy takes such a fee. I'll say I've been selling on Etsy since 2018, and their fees just go up and up and up.
I love to buy on Etsy though.
Yeah.
Etsy is a great platform for independent artists to sell their work. That's not like
It does
Amazon.
work. Like, I'm like, yeah, I will not sell my crapola on Amazon
yeah.
until I guess I have a book, and then you have to.
Yeah.
Like, that breaks my heart.
Ah.
Breaks my heart that Amazon has its little paws so deep in the publishing industry.
So deep in everything.
Yeah. I think that Elise's book is rated, or has been, like she's in like the top 3 or something for poetry, like on Amazon.
Oh my
I'm pretty
God,
sure. No,
I'm
like
so
it's like
happy for
her book is
her.
like doing really, really well.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Which
for
makes
her.
sense
I love
because
the cover,
look
by
at
the
how
way.
beautiful it is.
Yeah.
And she's writing about like womanhood, daughterhood, motherhood, her grandmothers. It's like
Yeah.
this hits every point that I want to be hit in
Yeah.
a poetry collection.
It's really inspiring.
Yeah. And then that made me feel excited about my book.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
know.
these books are in conversation.
Yeah,
as
totally,
crap.
totally. And people are really resonating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to say anything else specifically about the poem? Do you want to take
Can
a
I
look,
just take a
look at it?
Oh, I love a physical copy.
Hold this book in your hands.
Eee!
It's so nice.
Okay, 1 second. I mean, I just want to talk about this line. And anyway, who is it that decides what's real?
Seriously.
I mean, I'll tell you who.
The boys.
The boys.
And I bet the boys are not even paying Etsy witches.
No.
Like,
no.
this idea, like the idea I think so much of like, oh, like science, you know, like
Yeah.
the idea that science is not magic is a boy idea.
Right.
Like, I know I went to school to that commenter on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, the ideas that I'm getting about magic are from books that I'm reading about metaphysics. Like,
right.
but it's like, it is the same thing. I'm just like tapped into the divine feminine. Like,
Right.
sue me.
Sue
Who
her.
decides what's real? Like, we don't know anything about anything. Like, look at the world around you. Like, it's full of wonder. It's full of delight
I know.
and stuff that like science cannot explain. Like, we're so gloriously surrounded by the
Yeah.
unknown. Like, why not give the Etsy witch some money?
We grow up with such rigid understandings of what is true and what's not true, what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
And so many people don't further question that. They never challenge those beliefs. Like
Mhm.
whatever you're taught as a kid sticks with you forever
Yeah.
unless you're willing to challenge it. And she says, I was willing to be whimsical, if a bit foolish, if it meant I could keep hope in my palm.
Exactly. Like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Who cares if it's foolish? Who cares if it was a waste
By
of money?
any means necessary.
Yeah.
We have to keep hope in our palms.
Money is just as made up as everything else, by
it's
the way.
the most made up of all. It's made up.
Made up.
Like, I had something to say, but it's gone.
Oh, man.
It was really smart, and it was going to drive all of this home.
It was going to drive it all home.
But I forgot. I got too excited about how money is made up.
It was going to drive it all home.
Carried away by the moment. I was like, ooh, I have the perfect thing to say. But it was basically the same.
Wait. Let's do something where I try to re-say exactly what I said before that. Let's try to reenact. Listeners will
Okay,
know
okay.
because they can rewind.
Okay.
Okay, so I know where I left off.
Okay.
I mean, she says even this. I was willing to be whimsical, if a bit foolish, if it meant I could keep
I know what I
hope
was
in
going to
my
say.
palm.
We did it. Sorry, all my envelopes just fell out of the book.
Okay, what was it?
So the more I learn about astrology, which like I still don't know very much, but there is like a legitimate, like, it's not made up. Like, it's like, they're like, these girls are studying like the history of the world through where the planets were.
Right.
Legitimate, like it's actually a science.
So
like,
obviously that
and they
should mean
know
something.
so much about like it's history meets art meets whimsy meets science meets magic meets everything. Like, but like I listened to this astrology podcast, and Chani, some of you may be familiar with, she's awesome. Highly recommend. But when she like starts talking in depth about like a certain planet, I'm kind of like, this bitch knows stuff. And it's real. It's like the planets are real. The stars are real.
And where they are is real.
And that's also like what scientists study. But like when boys do it, they call it science.
Yeah.
And when girls do it, they call it made up.
They call it made up.
Reopen the schools. I'm like, the schools for what? For what I like as a Taurus? What about Scorpio rising? Do you even know anything about my Capricorn moon?
We both have Capricorn moons.
That must be what bonds us. I'm like, I don't even know that much about this stuff, but it's so interesting.
Yeah, totally.
And it is not made up. Like,
My mom
it's
was
based on real shit.
I just learned my mom was like super into astrology before she had kids, basically.
When she had time.
When she had time.
Back when she had time for her whimsy.
And she has all these great big books that she's had her whole life all about them.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I
love magic, and magic is real no matter what that guy on TikTok said.
Let me say something.
Say.
So, this girl in my film class, Mimi, who you might have met at my birthday party, we all had to write essays, like manifesto essays about like who we are as artists. And hers was a lot about how she really enjoys learning what other people's favorite films are because it says so much about them. And she had this line that basically everyone in class like wrote down as soon as she said it. And it was like, she was like, I don't care that you don't like my Harry Potter movies and that I don't like your superhero movies, because at least now I know that you dream about power and I dream about magic.
It's gonna be good. Sick.
That's from my friend Mimi.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Isn't that a great line?
That's like such a burn.
I know.
You're like, you dream about power, I dream about magic. It's like, so clearly one's better.
Right.
That is such a sick burn.
I know it is a sick burn.
Especially to say to a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, next time there's a boy I don't like, I'm going to say that to him.
And he's going to be put in his place. Oh my God, perfect. Okay, I think I should read the poem again. Okay.
He's going to be put in his place.
There's so many poems from this collection I want to do.
Great, we'll do a bunch.
We'll do a bunch. Yeah. We can go all in. It's so exciting to like, it's so cool to see like poets who we're like in community with like release their books. Like we need to do a poem out of Joshua Tarek's new book.
Definitely.
Like Maria Gasprex just released a new book. I have it pre-ordered. It's on its way to my house.
Yay!
Yeah. So it's so cool to be like, oh my gosh, these are poems by poets who we've like featured before in the past. And like, look, now it's in a book. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is, I paid an Etsy witch $14.86 for better luck. In other words, the only thing I know for certain is that I don't know shit. I was tired of the way things were going, bad luck and blackberry thorns snagging my wrists on every sidewalk. So I purchased a prayer via PayPal, paid a stranger in a velvet profile picture to rearrange my stars for the cost of lunch. I was willing to be whimsical, if a bit foolish, if it meant I could keep hope in my palm. And anyway, who is it that decides what's real? Every atom in me was once inside a star, and it's only because the earth leans a little that bare branches give way to blossoms. Tell me that isn't magic. I wanted to believe in anything that kept me believing. Tell me hope isn't the oldest spell we know. I also love this, like, it's only because the earth is on this slight tilt that we have
Yeah.
flowers, that we have anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the amount of coincidences and like for life to exist at all. Tell me that isn't magic.
I know.
Come on. Like, everything around you is a miracle. Like, the fact that you got here was predicated on like
So many things.
100,000 accidents. Like
More than 100,000.
100 million bazillion
Gajillion.
gazillion. Accident.
Infinite accidents had to
Yeah.
happen for you to be where you are. It's
For you to
crazy. It's
be
the luckiest
here-
thing that's ever
No, exactly.
taken place.
Tell me that isn't magic. Like, I like open your eyes. Come on. I love that line. Oh my God, Hannah is chugging her water.
I got extremely thirsty.
Tell me that isn't magic. Like,
The
to
water
get to sit
disappears
in a
into my
soft
body.
chair and drink a glass of cold
Cold
water.
water.
Tell me that
The
isn't
water
magic.
at Gotham Studios.
Oh, it's clear and clean and
delicious.
cold as can be.
Yeah. You guys don't know.
Tell me that isn't magic.
Tell me it isn't.
Oh, I just love this poem, and I'm so excited to read the whole collection, like everything I've
yeah,
read so far.
I can't wait to.
I've just been delighted by, and I will lend you my copy when I'm done.
Or I'll just buy my own
Or
damn
just buy your
copy.
own damn copy,
Yeah.
Hannah.
I'll buy my own damn copy.
Okay. Great. Joke
Joke
time.
time.
Okay.
Okay, so basically for joke time, I want to talk about BookCon
Oh my
because
God.
we haven't gone to talk about it on the podcast.
This is not a sponsored post.
This is not a sponsored post, but so we got hired to write poems at BookCon. For listeners who don't know, it's the people who do Comic Con.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what that is. BookCon is similar vibe. A bunch of authors gather in the Javits Center in New York City. It goes to different cities, but ours was at the Javits Center, which is a huge space. And authors are doing book signings. There's panelists going on. There's more things to buy than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And it stretches like from
Oh my
every
God,
corner
this is making
of
me
the world
realize
of
I don't know
books.
where my spoons are. I bought 3 tiny spoons at BookCon and I don't know where I put them.
They're at the bottom of some bag.
They're at the bottom of some bag, which is also where I'm hoping all of my different pairs of sunglasses are because I can't find a single damn one. Okay, continue. Where are my spoons?
They were selling spoons. Like they were
had
selling everything.
They had a bucket full of tiny collectible spoons, which of course I found myself extremely interested in. They were only $3 each.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I said, let me make a $9 investment in myself, in my whimsy and my magic.
Yeah, and her whimsy and her magic.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's filled with like fantasy book lovers. Like,
Yeah.
basically, there's all different kinds of books represented, but the real
I would say 95% of people there are like the fantasy girlies.
Sarah J. Maas, like girls addicted to fantasy.
They're
books.
reading porn.
They're reading porn. It's a porn conference.
It's a porn conference.
Okay.
Dressed up as a book conference.
As a book conference.
Which I think is also maybe
it's called
what Comic-Con
PornCon.
is.
Comic-Con is that too.
I think Comic-Con is also a porn conference.
It was so fun. I mean, we had a blast.
It
We
was-
were so tired.
Yeah.
And we had tickets to the whole day, but we were
We had
writing
tickets to the
poems.
whole weekend.
We had tickets to the whole weekend.
But
We
we
got
could
free
not
passes to the whole
basically
weekend.
return.
No. We were there also with our friend Molly Hackett at Fair City Poems. If you want to follow another poetry account, you long-term listeners have heard her on our podcast before.
Yeah.
Anyways, but in the evening is where we were writing poems. It was a ball, okay? So people arrived in ball gowns. There were thousands of people signed up to go.
And there were thousands of people there. And there were thousands of people who got a poem from us.
Yes. Yes. So the ball was like, if you have read A Court of Thorns and Roses, it was like the ball in the second book.
Which is the best book.
Okay, so basically I'll just say that. Which is a fantasy series for people who don't know. It's like the fairy smut books everyone's constantly talking about. Anyways,
it's porn.
so me, Zoe, and Molly are set up with our typewriters to write poems. We wrote poems for 2.5 hours. We had a relentless line in front of us. The entire time. We could not come up for air. Molly's typewriter broke 15 minutes in. She starts handwriting poems until her boyfriend Eric Ubered to her with a new typewriter.
Basically, a steed on a horse.
A steed on
Saving
a
the
horse,
day.
basically. Knight in
Arriving
shining
to the ball.
armor.
But he did not enter the ball because he could tell from the outside that it was going to be really intense in there.
He said his Uber driver was like, ooh, where am I taking you where all of these lovely ladies are?
Everyone's in like a Regency era like ball gown with like knee or elbow high gloves and like a tiara and like a pair of fairy wings.
We wrote each about 30 poems an hour, which is 2 minutes from the moment someone is in front of you to the moment they walk away.
Yeah.
They tell you they're like, we were going. Like,
I usually tell people when
going.
I'm busy, I'm capable technically of writing 20 to 25.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
And that's like
I'm dead. And we did 30.
we did 30.
Because I started with a stack of 100 pieces of paper. I ended with 15 pieces of paper after 2.5 hours.
So you do the math.
So you do the math. Basically, this was the experience, okay? The three of us it's like head up, head down, head up. I did not turn my head left or right for 2.5 hours.
I didn't
My
even
neck
know
hurt.
Molly's typewriter broke.
Yeah.
Like, I looked over at one point, I was like, Molly has a different typewriter. Oh, can't think any harder about that.
Moving on.
Back on to write another dragon poem.
Okay, this is what would happen, okay? Someone stumbles in front of you. They are sipping on a vodka cranberry. It's so loud in there. Some song from 2008 is blasting. Usher is blasting in your ears.
Taylor Swift, Shake It Off is blasting in your ears. Write a poem, gun to your head.
And this girl comes up and she goes, I want a poem about a fairy with a foot fetish. And you're like, okay. Ding. Here you go. Next person comes up. I want a poem about blood clots. Okay. Ding. Here you go. It was the most
we basically
insane topics I've ever received with not a beat to ask a question or think at all.
No. I wrote at least 4 dragon poems.
We do not know what we said.
I don't know what I said. I can't be held accountable for what I did there. I just want to say nobody once asked us if we were okay.
If we needed water, if we'd like a drink, if we were hungry, if we had to go to the bathroom.
No, I was like, basically, that was an experience. It was an experience where I was like, I actually do feel like ChatGPT.
I know. It felt like
I'm writing poems at about the speed and like intensity level of expectation as people want from ChatGPT. And I'm doing it on a typewriter, and I've like left my corporeal form.
And I do want to say the woman who hired us and who was our point person was wonderful and so busy all night. So I do not blame her.
No,
for
it
not
was
asking
nobody's
if we need water.
fault. Like,
but it was actually insane. Also, I want to say the person who asked for a poem about blood clots, they didn't say, can I have a poem about blood clots? They just stumbled up to me and said, blood clots. And I was like, oh, you mean my biggest fear? Okay.
Ding. Next. Vampires who have a forbidden love, but they already have fucked each other.
And you're like, okay.
And they're cousins. Okay.
Cousins.
Ding. My mom. Okay. Ding. Yeah, and then after we were done writing poems, the Javits Center like basically shut down immediately upon
Immediately.
They were like, we're
Everybody
closed.
out.
So then everyone left. We also left. And our things were downstairs in like the staff room.
Mm-hmm.
All of our items, our coats. It was cold outside. Our keys, our everything except for like our typewriters, our paper, and our phone. Right. And we were like locked out of the building, and we had to beg multiple security guards to like let us in. And they were like, I don't know if we can like get you into that room. And we were like,
so our keys and our wallets are in there.
Like, if you can't get us into that room, like we're gonna have to sleep here. Like, what do you want? Like, we're like in our like gowns with our typewriters. Like, where do you think we came from?
Basically, when the night ended, like the second it all shut down and everyone got out, our hair was all messed up
No,
and
we
our
looked
makeup was running down our
insane.
faces. Like, it looked like we had gotten windswept. Like, we
did.
We
A
did.
gust of wind billowed through the ball.
A gust of wind billowed through the ball.
And basically, we were at the center of a hurricane for 2.5 hours. I couldn't have done it for a second more.
No.
We needed to have about 15 poets there to meet the demand.
I know.
And then when it was over, also, there were still about 200 people in line.
I know. I didn't have any idea what was going on anywhere else in the room except for the person directly in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, were people dancing? Were people drinking?
I'm sure
Was it
people were
fun?
dancing and drinking.
Right.
But it was like it was like a ball is in a conference center that has been dressed up to attempt to be ball-like.
Right.
It reminded me of being a high schooler at prom basically.
yeah.
It's like we're in the school gymnasium.
Right,
And they did
right.
their best. All love to the BookCon people. That event looked like
I can't
insanity to pull off.
Imagine.
Like, the amount of people there.
I can't imagine.
And we realized there was this whole section in the Javits Center that was for people's suitcases. We were like, why did everyone bring a suitcase to BookCon? It's because that's where people's gowns were.
Yeah, people brought
People
their
were like
gowns.
full cosplay. Like
Full
it was like
cosplay.
there was really like a Comic-Con overlap.
Yeah.
There were people had costumes.
I am tired of thinking about
I
it.
know.
I'm like, I can't believe it.
I could not believe it. And I didn't even eat anything before because they ran out of hot dogs.
Right. Oh my God.
And I was like, I guess we'll eat this bag of Sun Chips.
Oh yeah, I love Sun Chips.
I know,
though.
they're
They're
really
so
good.
good.
Yeah, BookCon was crazy.
That's basically I felt like the book con of it all would be a great like kind of stand-up bit story to
Yeah.
tell because there was just such a picture to paint about the kind of people who were there
Yeah.
and the prompts that were given and the energy of the room that is just pretty funny.
I think we would do really well at a porn conference.
Yeah, like typewriter poetry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what would that be?
Well,
Like,
one time on-
erotic poems.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
like,
writing erotic
Like
poems.
one time on Valentine's Day, I was hired by like a lingerie store to like write poems in the store for people who were buying lingerie on Valentine's
so it's,
Day.
like erotic.
And they had me write on like postcards of there that like on one side of the postcard was basically like a sexy girl.
Right.
And on the other side of the postcard was
a
my
poem.
poem. And I was like, this actually does like rule.
Yeah.
Like I love the vibe.
I do like when people on the street, this happens so rarely, obviously, because people are shy and like don't know who I am. But when they ask for like kind of a sexy
Yeah.
poem, it's like, oh, now I get to really play.
Writing a sexy poem, like poetry is for sexy stuff,
Right.
basically. Like,
Like
that's
every
why they
poem
made
ever
it
is like
up.
about sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's nice
That's
to
why
like
they made it up for
that's why
sexy
they
stuff.
made it up for sexy stuff. I stand by that.
Yeah.
I don't take it back.
Nope. This is basically the sexy stuff themed episode.
I know, yeah, because we talked up front about sexiness.
Yeah.
We should both write sexy poems, perhaps.
Okay.
Although I'm gonna be like seriously blushing.
I know. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
So now we're going into poem time.
Again.
And this is the part of the podcast where we write poems on the spot based on what we talk about. And we invite you to do the same and send them to us at pokingaroundpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And what did we talk about?
We talked about sexy stuff.
We started up talking about being a woman.
Oh,
Jeans
yeah,
and heels,
which is
slick
sexy.
backs, like, yeah. And then we went into the poem about hiring a witch.
Yes.
Um,
Also sexy.
for your small business as a business expense,
Genius.
which is also a funny idea. Saha.
Sweet.
Good thing your water left.
Mhm.
You didn't chug yours like mine. And then we went into and we talked about like who made up the world and why, and the rigid limits of beliefs,
Not sexy.
not sexy stuff. And then we talked about BookCon and Fantasy Ball. It was called Fantasy Ball, by the way.
Yeah.
And basically
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
And it was a fantasy ball.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll write poems.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Be right
Bye.
back. Bye.
Hey.
Basically, I'm blushing.
Oh my god. Mine's like a little sexy, but it's mostly just
I need to
stupid.
like take this off. I'm like so
Mine's like a little bit sexy, but mine's mostly stupid as fuck.
Okay, well, basically, I've been like feeling sexy lately. So
Basically, I've been feeling sexy lately.
can I tell you something tragic that I
Yeah.
discovered last night?
Yeah.
I cannot find my vibrator.
Oh my
It's
god.
lost, and I like took.
How could it
I
possibly
don't know
be
how I
lost?
lost it, but it's gone.
Did you travel with it?
No, like it's somewhere under my bed, but like I looked everywhere under my bed, and then I was like, I don't even want it anymore.
The moment was over.
Then basically the moment passed.
She's laughing.
Do you remember when for your birthday I gave you that
Yeah.
vibrator? That was like they accidentally sent me two
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
mail.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
Do you want it? If
No.
you can't find yours?
No.
Okay.
I'm just basically wondering if you use it.
I don't use it that much because it basically is supposed to feel like cunnilingus, and like I don't like am not into that as much. Basically,
Totally.
like
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was my vibrator that I got when I was like,
Is that the one you lost?
yes.
Oh, that's the one you like. That's
It's
your
my
favorite.
only one.
Oh, okay.
I basically haven't really invested that much. Like I had one before that and then it died.
Right.
And then I got that one. And then they sent me two in the mail and I gave you the other one.
Right.
And I do think that I like it, but I just actually bought another one because I was like, let me explore a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that was the one that I got when I was like, I'm queer.
Right.
Let
that
me try
one.
this one.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
let's read
so
our poem.
do you want to go first or second? Like I'm gonna let you pick.
Well, let me let you. You think yours is stupid? Is it
Right.
actually stupid though?
Well, you'll see why I said that.
Why don't you go?
I'll
wanna-
just go.
okay.
I'll just go. Because basically, I wrote about fantasy ball.
Okay.
Okay.
Amazing.
And mine's basically like Sarah J. Moss, like
Okay.
literally like
Okay.
love letter.
It's
Okay.
called "This Is a Love Letter to Sarah J.
J.
Moss."
or
Title.
something. Okay. And is it so wrong? Wait, like I want the episode to be over. Okay.
It basically is. We just have to get through
Okay.
this last part. Sorry,
it-
guys.
And is it so wrong to sling a starlit dress over my shoulders, to have my back bare for galaxy charting, for you to draw lines down my spine, pressed up in the elevator at the end of the night? Is it so wrong to go to the ball, to believe for an evening in our wings, in our long fingers, our sharp ears, our fantasies?
Oh my God! Print it in the front of the next book by Sarah J. Moss, coming out soon.
Basically,
Wow.
it's like
I love it.
there's something
I
about
love the part of the
leaning
open
in.
back with
Yeah.
this charting the galaxies on it.
Yeah. There's something about leaning into the wanting to be in the book.
Of course.
Like wanting to be in the fantasy and being like, I'm going to the ball and I'm going to wear a dress and I'm going to be in my full fantasy right now.
These girls, what I respect and love about them is that like they are unapologetically in touch with their inner children. Like
yeah.
and they're like, let me do that and make it sexy at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like the whimsy of it, like the fun of it, the it's really like the way that they're like, this is what I'm interested. This is my
Yeah.
special interest, and I will not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, yeah.
And it's so fun to live your fantasy for a night and
Yes.
be like, I'm going to be in this book and I'm going to be like a very sexy woman tonight.
Yeah.
And to be in touch with your inner child too. It's
the
like,
Uber driver being like, where are
wow,
these
you're a
sexy
lucky
women?"
man.
Eric's like, just like have this fucking typewriter with me. He's like, I
"You
don't want to
know
go
what's
into the
happening
ball.
to my girlfriend. Like she's a typewriter that's broken. But there's something about when you're a little kid to be connected to your inner child and you look up to the women and you want to be like them, partly because they get to be sexy.
Yeah, they get to
Like,
wear heels with their jeans.
They get to wear heels with their jeans. They get to wear an open back dress. Like they get to be with a man and like do like a night out and have a martini
They
in
get
their
to
hands.
kiss in the
Like,
elevator.
They get to kiss in
which
the
is
elevator.
the best place to kiss.
Ah!
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm just gonna read mine again.
Okay, yeah.
And is it so wrong to sling a starlit dress over my shoulders, have my back bare for galaxy charting, for you to draw lines down my spine, pressed up in the elevator at the end of the night? Is it so wrong to go to the ball, to believe for an evening in our wings, in our long fingers, our sharp ears, our fantasies.
Is it so wrong?
Is it so wrong?
Come on.
Is it so wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna read my poem.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like shy.
I'm scared. Okay. Okay. It's been a while and the wells run dry, but lately I've been thinking about kissing again. I've been wondering what it might be to bite the fig lips of another, like seeking some seeded honey center. Ripe tenderness. I swung around the bend of a decade and I'm sick of being shy. What's life for if not pleasure? If not feeding a lover sugar on a tiny spoon, scoop after scoop, and the afternoon is gone like a short song. The belly full with trembling, I remembered my aliveness. I was Winter Canyon, then I was River.
I love it.
I
We
really
should
like
post
this
poem.
one. Yeah,
If you're
this is my
comfy.
sexy. This is my sexy.
I think we
poem.
should post this one.
Yeah.
This one's really, really good because it is sexy. I mean, the end you say the end got me blushing, but it is true. It's like
Well, it's also like you go through these like dry seasons. Like I
Yeah.
went through basically the last year and a half of my life being like, I like the idea of like kissing someone is not hitting for me.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Right.
And like sometimes every so often something would like puncture through.
Right.
You know? But I'm feeling like, well, when I broke up with my last partner, I told myself I'm going to be single for the rest of my 20s. And I
You
was
did that.
worried that I might not make it because I'm basically like a serial dater who needed to be stopped. And I stopped myself and I did it. And now my 20s are over and I'm kind of like, okay, like I'm
Right.
ready to kiss again, basically. I was a serial dater. I stopped myself. I grew so much
Yes.
being alone. And I'm so happy to keep being alone as
Right.
well. But also I'm kind of like, so I'm kind of interested in that experience again.
And it's to get back to like being in your heels and your jeans and having your slick back hair and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it is also a practice in getting more in touch with your sexuality because when you feel all drab and drub and
Yeah.
whatever, you don't feel sexy, you don't feel in your body, you don't feel like you like took care of yourself and like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I feel people have been noticing my bright light. It's just what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it feels amazing because I'm also like, I don't feel like I'm like performing for like I'm not like trying to necessarily get the attention of others. I'm just trying to like really take care of myself and like be in my element and in my body.
Yeah.
And,
And
then
then
when
the
people
rest-
notice that, and then that feels so aligned because it's like, oh, I'm not like trying to be something I'm not. Like the thing that you're noticing, the thing that you're liking is just me.
I'm getting closer to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you like that.
Yeah.
Like people like that. They can sense that. And it
Well,
makes-
that's called confidence.
Yeah,
You can
exactly,
tell when
no.
someone's putting on airs. You can tell when someone's trying to be something that they're not. You can tell when someone's insecure. You can tell all of those things. It's not sexy. It's not whatever. And the more that you're just like super comfortable in yourself, the more people are drawn to you.
Yeah, I feel like more confident than ever. And also because it's not something that I like need. I'm kind of like
Yeah.
there's like no desperation attached to it, but it's also so fun to like yearn for and to
Yeah.
just be like, it's so fun to think about. Like,
yeah. Yes.
yes, sexy pose.
Yes. Okay, read it again.
Okay. It's been a while and the wells run dry, but lately I've been thinking about kissing again. I've been wondering what it might be to bite the fig lips of another, like seeking some seeded honey center. Ripe tenderness. I swung around the bend of a decade and I'm sick of being shy. What's life for if not pleasure? If not feeding a lover sugar on a tiny spoon, scoop after scoop, and the afternoon is gone like a short song, the belly full with trembling. I remembered my aliveness. I was Winter Canyon, then I was River. And really it's the part about like, I'm sick of being shy.
Yeah.
Why am I being shy? I'm so awesome.
Shy. I
I'm
love the
shy.
word shy. It's such a great thing to say when you're just like basically like I don't want to go talk to
No,
to
you're like,
the-
I'm feeling kind of shy.
yeah. can you go do it? I'm shy. That's when you don't want to go like ask for directions or something.
Yeah. But then it feels so nice. It's like, you know what will make you not feel shy is when you put on your heels with your jeans and then you're like, oh, I'll go ask.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in my heels and my jeans. I can go ask.
Yay.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
that was a really fun episode
That
of
was
Poking Around.
A really fun episode of Poking Around. Please stay tuned for membership options in terms of getting bonus content.
Yeah.
We have a storefront open.
Hopefully by now.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that post online soon, I think, and just let's order samples.
Let's order samples. Let's set up a joint bank account.
Yeah.
We basically have to do some logistical stuff, but it's going to be long gone by the time you hear this, and it's going to be working. And you guys can get a baseball cap that says Poem Time, which basically I know you bitches want.
You bitches want that.
Sorry for calling you a bitch.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm feeling shy. Okay.
Okay.
We love you guys.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. Bye.